Alright guys, so we're going to go through the warm-up section first. Just a little bit of stuff for the wrists, because it's a lot of pressure, to be fair, in a handstand going through, all that weight going through your wrist. So we're just going to do a little bit to the wrists first. So we can start with 10 rocks back and forth. So just make sure you've got enough pressure through your hands. So we're not sort of like weight through our knees, pressure through our arms as if we're in a plank. Rock forwards, grip the floor with your fingertips and come backwards. Rock forwards, grip the floor with your fingertips and come backwards. 10 of these, nice and controlled, nice and slow. Be careful not to drop your hips. So my shoulder to my hip line, my shoulder to my hip is staying in line throughout. I'm not dropping my hips until I've a fairly exciting position. So once you've done 10 of those, we're going to peel our wrists around like this. So pressure through your hand and peel. 10 times each hand. So really push the floor away as you peel. You're just going to turn your hands around so that they're facing the opposite way by the end of all those peels. Really push the floor away, spread your fingers right apart. You should be feeling quite a nice contraction on the back of your wrist, back of your forearm now, until they are facing away from you. And then from there, we're going to do the exact same thing. Another 10 rock backs, but these rock backs, the stretch is going to come as we sit back now. Keep pressing the floor away, squeezing the back of your arms as you rock back and forth. Press the floor away, squeeze the back of your arms. So 10 of these, keep squeezing the floor with your hands. 9. Look how chill my cat is behind me. She's so adorable. Alright, 10 of those. And then, pull your hands around so they are facing forward. You haven't got to peel around now because they'll probably be feeling pretty tired anyway. And from here, we're just going to go through 10 humps and dumps now. So, press the floor away, squeeze your bum, squeeze your abs, push up to the top. And slowly come back down. Head right back, shoulders pulled together. Press the floor away. Head right back, shoulder blades together. So it's really important, again, we're keeping that weight over our wrists here. Squeezing the back of the arms, not letting our elbows drop as we come through, not letting our elbows bend. Keep pushing that. Nice and controlled. Think about squeezing the middle of your back at the bottom and splitting your shoulder blades apart in that top position. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart. Nice work, guys. Just take your time. Pressing away. 10 reps. Cool. And since we do this fairly quickly, that's your warm-up done. From there, we're going to go straight into the workout. So session 1 is going to be focusing on shoulder strength and alignment in the handstand. And when we say alignment, what we mean is trying to keep our rib cage and our pelvis close together rather than flared apart. So, first little section of the workout, 15 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest of a dish hold. So our dish hold is going to be in as hard a position as we can hold for the duration of the 15 seconds. And we want to try and repeat that effort for the whole 6 sets. So you can make it easier over as the sets go on if you need to, but what we want to try and do initially is just start at a level that you can repeat 6 times. 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. I'm just going to go through 3 separate levels. They all have, in all of them, the most important thing is that our toes are close to the floor and our hands are reaching as high as we can in the air, because that's going to create this lovely bit of tension through our trunk. So our lower back is pressing right into the floor. You would not be able to get your hand underneath my lower back if you tried. Try really, really hard. We want to be in this position here, not this position here. Now it's a fairly subtle difference, but it's here, not here. And the difference between those things is lots of core activation. So I'm crunching right up. My ribcage and my pelvis are as close together as they can be. Or you can think about it as trying to scoop your dick into your belly button, or whatever genitalia you have. Anyway, from there, we're going to hold 15 seconds in as hard a position as we can. So here, level 1, here, here, level 1, here, level 2, here, level 3, and here, level 4. So we're trying to hold one of those positions. They're all really, really hard. Even if you choose level 1, it should still be. I'm going to do level 1 for this demonstration, and it's going to be very, very challenging. So 15 seconds off, 15 seconds on, 6 times. Let's go. So my toes are staying nice and close to the floor, reaching my hands up into the air. As much tension from my abs as I can possibly muster. 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds rest. So my abs are fairly strong. I can hold a decent handstand, and I can hold a decent this position. And even that position there is really quite challenging if you try really hard. So 3, 2, 1, back we go. Crunching up, hands as high as we can, toes close to the floor. Oh, this is hard already. And rest. So as the sets wear on, we're trying to keep that same position. Ribcage and pelvis pulled together. Imagine you've got a ruler that's measuring that distance. Don't let it read a high distance. Off we go again. Crunching up. And rest. Oh, this is getting hard now. So 3 sets to go. Keep the quality. Always really focusing on that really high quality work. So 3, 2, 1. Crunch up. Knees over hips. Hands over shoulders. Squeeze anything as tight as you can. Shoulder blades off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Rest again. 2 sets to go. So again, make sure we're doing a level that we can hold for the duration of 15 seconds. I'm going to do the next 2 a tiny bit harder, just to show you again. 3, 2, 1. If you want to go hands overhead, you can. Makes it a tiny bit harder, but don't drop your shoulders. My shoulder position is staying in exactly the same place. 2, 1. Rest. Last go. I have to go full dish this time, I suppose, aren't I? So 5 seconds. Again, though, my shoulder position is going to be exactly the same, even though I'm making the lever longer. So legs out, arms overhead, but my shoulders stay equally off the floor. Oh man, they are awful. Cool, so part 1, well, section 1 done, dish completed. We're going to run the exact same format for our gymnastics plank. Now on our gymnastics plank, the most important thing we're going to do here is stay protracted through our scapula. So the bones in our upper back, the ones that sit on the ribcage, we're trying to spread them forward as much as we possibly can. And as we do that, we're generating that same exact position that we were in our dish just now. Ribcage, pelvis together. And as much rounding through our upper back as we can. So, gymnastics plank. What we're looking for here is basically the same position that you've been in a plank, except now we're going to add the extra difficulty of being shoulder blades pushed apart, glutes even more flexed than normal, and our body weight a little bit more forward than normal. So again, we're all going to be different levels of strength. That's completely fine. The further forward your shoulders come, in front of your hands, the harder and harder it'll be. Be really careful not to, as you come forwards, just drop your hips down. Again, we're looking for that nice alignment, and that nice alignment is ribcage and pelvis together. So if you look at what happens when I come here, that distance actually increases. I'm looking for abs and glutes pulling my ribcage and my pelvis together. So 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Find that position. Lean forwards. Press the floor away. You should feel loads of abs and loads of upper back in that position. Rest. Again, as much rounding through upper back as we can, squeezing bum, squeezing abs. Go careful not to drop your, stick your hips really, really high as well. So as I come forward, my hips are staying low, I'm not sending them up here. Good stuff. So whatever level you are, this stuff should be challenging because you can always push a little bit further to make it really, really hard. And likewise, you can always come back a little bit to make it more achievable. Set 3. Three to go. Again, your abs should be really feeling this by now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing forwards, pressing the floor away, squeezing your butt. 3, 2, 1. 2 left. And then put workout mode on. Nice side. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Just squeeze your bum still, lean right forwards, control that position, press the floor away. Whew. Last go, coming up in 15 seconds. Well, 10 now. So last go, 3, 2, 1. Again, press that floor away. Start leaning forward, squeeze your bum. Hold that gymnastic plank position. Keep squeezing your bum, squeezing your quads, getting absolutely everything out of it. 2, 1, and chill. Perfect. So it's a really good idea for these sort of things. The reason we're doing 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off with so many sets is because it gives you the best chance of doing really, really high quality work, practicing the alignment position that you want to be when you go upside down, as much as possible. We're not practicing bad positions, so we get a load of really high quality work done. Of course, you have to please excuse my makeshift home gym behind me. Next up, face the wall handstands. So now we're looking to apply all that alignment stuff that we just learned and put it into practice actually in a handstand. So we're going to be building strength through the shoulders here and still core strength that correlates to holding a good line in the handstand. Now this is a bit of a harder position, so we're going to do 10 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, but still 6 sets. What I want you to really focus on here though is finding a level that you can hold again for the duration of that of those 6 sets. And wherever you are against the wall, we should be in a straight line. So if I was to put a ladder against the wall, no matter where I put that ladder, the ladder would never collapse through a section. So if we go right against the wall, we're here. If we go a couple of centimeters away from the wall, we're here. If we go 45 degrees to the wall, we are here at a 45-degree angle, not at like a 45-degree angle at the hip. It's a 45-degree angle from the wall. I hope that makes sense. So It doesn't matter how close you go, just focus on getting a little bit more than a plank here. And if you want to go really close to the wall, then obviously that's great and you're welcome to do that. Only other thing, make sure that you get 10 seconds of work here. So you don't wait for the timer to go and then need to wait until you're against the wall. Make sure, if you follow along with me, we're going to pretty much start practicing going into the wall at about 2 seconds before the timer goes off. So, 10 seconds to prep. I'm going to start in a plank position. 3, 2, 1. Put one foot on the wall, toes up against the wall, press the floor away, squeeze your bum. We're in that 45-degree angle. And come down. So 20 seconds rest. We can go as close as we want or as far away as we want. For that one then I just showed you in a plank position, 1 step onto the wall. This one I'm going to go a little bit closer. So I'm going to start in my plank position. 3, 2, 1, feet on the wall, and keep a few steps in, a little bit closer. Press the floor away, squeeze your bum, squeeze your abs. Timer's gone, come on down. So you saw then I went up a little bit before the timer went off, so I get a full 10 seconds against the wall. Almost ready again, 5 seconds, so I'm going to get prepped, 3 seconds, foot goes on the wall, ready for the timer to go, and I'm going to walk in for 10. Press the floor away, squeeze bum, squeeze abs. Again, rib cage and pelvis together. If you're finding that your belly is touching the wall, think about rib cage and pelvis together. That belly should be sucked away from the wall. 3 seconds, get prepped again, in we go. All right, 2 more, and then that's our 6. 5 seconds, get prepped. 3 seconds, foot on, and off we go. Nice work. All right, last one. Again, make sure you're well within your comfort zone here. Don't go super far. If you haven't quite got it, you can make it a little bit easier as the sets go on if you need to. 3 seconds, foot goes on, and here we go last time. Nice work. Oh, excellent stuff. That gets hard pretty quick.